If your teen's mind goes blank in an exam, it's not because they don't know anything. It's one of the most common things I see. They sit down, they read, they question, and suddenly nothing. And that's the moment everything starts to spiral. It's probably even happened to you. They think, oh my gosh, I should know this. Why can't I remember anything? Everyone else is writing, doing loads of work already, and within seconds that pressure is building and their brain has stopped working. And this is really important to understand, that this is stress, not lack of ability. When the brain goes into stress mode, it becomes much harder to process information. So even if they do know the answers, it can feel like everything's disappeared. And that's why telling them to just calm down or just think doesn't actually help. Because in that moment, their system is overloaded. It's filled with cortisol. They're in fight, flight, and freeze. They've gone into freeze mode. So instead of trying to force the answer, we need to give them a way back in. And this is where something simple really works. If their mind goes blank, the first thing to do is just to stop for a few seconds. Put their pen down, understand what's happening. Just take a breath, that rectangular breath we talked about in the last video. In for 4, out for 6. In for 4, out for 6. Slow everything down. Settle their nervous system so their brain can begin to work properly again. And then they can ask themselves one simple question: what do I know? Not what's the full answer, not how do I get, a level 9. Just what do I know? And write down 1 or 2 words. That's it. Just 1 or 2 words. And it might feel too simple, but it really works because it gets them back into that momentum again. One word leads to another word triggers another thought. And before they know it, their thinking starts to come back. It's like their brain's fired off again. And I've seen this so many times. A student just freezes, sits there, feeling stuck, and then writes one small thing, and suddenly they're off to the races again. So the goal here isn't to feel confident straight away. It's just to get unstuck, to get that momentum building, to restart the thinking process. And once that starts, everything becomes easier and easier. They can look back over old answers. They can look at the question paper again. It's okay to move on to something and come back to it later. That's not failure. It's a good strategy, because once they've answered other questions, their brain has had time to